They stood on stage, mics blazing, and sparked a revolution no one saw coming. What did Kneecap say that shook the world? In April 2025, Kneecap took Coachella by storm, not just with their music, but with a message that roared louder than the crowd. "Free Palestine!" they shouted, as thousands cheered, their voices echoing across the desert. This wasn't just a performance. It was a battle cry against the genocide in Gaza, a truth so raw it scared the powerful. Their manager, Dan Lambert, doubled down on RTE primetime, staring into the camera and saying, "Children are starving to death, and we're wasting days arguing about a band?" He's right. While the world fixates on Kneecap's words, Gaza burns, and Western governments fuel the flames. Let's talk numbers. Since October 2023, over 41,000 Palestinians have been killed, 69% women and children. That's not a war, it's a slaughter. Israel's blockade has left 2.3 million people starving, with kids eating grass to survive. Hospitals are rubble. Schools are gone. And what's the West doing? The United States hands Israel $3.8 billion a year. No questions asked. The United Kingdom exports £300 million in weapons, arming the bombs that shred Gaza's streets. Canada, Australia, Germany, they've all slashed funding to UNRWA, the agency feeding Gaza's kids. Your taxes are paying for this. Every missile, every blockade, every empty stomach. It's on us. But the media? They'd rather clutch their pearls over Kneecap's controversial stance than report the truth. RTA spent days dissecting the band's words while ignoring mass graves uncovered in Gaza, 392 of them, filled with bodies of the innocent. Sky News framed Israel's Lebanon strikes as targeting Hezbollah, not bombing civilians. This isn't journalism, it's a cover-up. They want you distracted, arguing about civility while kids die. Kneecap saw through it, and they're not alone. Their fans, young and fearless, are rising up from Coachella's fields to college campuses across America. They're chanting, marching, posting hashtag Gaza Genocide, demanding the world listen. This is bigger than a band. It's a movement. Kneecap's music, raw and unapologetic, is the soundtrack to a generation done with lies. Their song, Get Your Brits Out, isn't just a jab at history. It's a call to end complicity now. They're not asking for permission. They're demanding justice. And it's working. At Coachella, the crowd wasn't just singing. They were rebelling. In America, young people are shutting down campuses, waving Palestinian flags, and forcing leaders to squirm. The boycott, divest, sanction movement is growing, hitting Israel where it hurts. Kneecap didn't start this fire, but they're pouring fuel on it, and it's spreading fast. You're part of this. Every share, every protest, every dollar you refuse to spend on brands backing Israel, it matters. The International Court of Justice has called Israel's actions illegal. Yet Netanyahu smirks, knowing the West has his back. But he's scared of you. Scared of Kneecap's truth. Scared of your voice. Scared of a generation that won't look away. History will remember Gaza's kids, their hunger, their courage. It'll remember the leaders who enabled this horror, and it'll remember what you did, or didn't do. So, stand with Kneecap. Join the rallies. Amplify Palestinian voices on social media. Hit the streets with hashtag Gaza Genocide trending. Boycott the brands and banks funding this nightmare. Your power is real, and it's time to use it. Kneecap's not just a band. They're a spark. You're the flame. Let's burn the lies to the ground and build a world where no child starves, no home crumbles, no truth is silenced. The revolution's here. Are you in?